Here we go. So we'll start in our child's pose today, and we'll bring big toes to touch underneath you, tops of the feet on the floor, knees nice and wide. Before folding forward, just walk your hands forward a little bit. Inhale and lengthen, dropping the tailbone between the heels, lifting the crown of the head to the sky, getting nice and long in the spine. And then using the full breath out, very slowly exhaling to walk the palms forward. Eventually letting the forehead come to rest on the floor or a block if your head doesn't quite come down. We're just going to begin our practice with presencing ourselves to the spaces that we're in. Allowing the body to soften down into the earth. Letting go of any moments that have come before this one, and any moments to come after. Just giving yourself permission to be here right now. There's no place else to be. Soften the hips back. Soften the shoulders down. And soften through the whole face, relaxing through the jaw. And allowing the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Soften the muscles around the eyes. If the eyes are closed, allow the eyeballs to be heavy behind the lids. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Feel the forearms relax into the earth effortlessly. And feel the upper arms soften. Palms soften. And we just breathe here. Watching, like an outside observer, just watching where the breath is in the body. As we begin to turn our awareness inward even more, we'll begin to lengthen the breath so that our inhales and exhales both get evenly longer with each round of breathing. As we begin to bring more focus to the breath, stay soft in all the places that you've already softened. If Ujjayi breathing is a part of your practice, we'll come into Ujjayi breath now as we lengthen the inhales and the exhales, slightly contracting the throat, creating an ocean-sounding breath. Deep inhale, lengthening the breath all the way into the bottom of the lungs. Expanding ribs and back body to the sky with each inhale. As we exhale, the belly button draws up and in towards the spine, contracting the front body, pressing the air out of the lungs. Soft through the jaw. One more deep round of Ujjayi. Inhale, expand. Exhale all the air out. Press down through the palms, engaging through the arms a little bit more, rooting down through the knuckles. Feel the low belly draw up and in, making this a more active child's pose. On our next inhale, bring gaze forward between thumbs. As we exhale, hook the toes and send the hips high and wide for our first downward facing dog of this practice. And I recommend starting with really bent knees to begin with, and then just beginning to lengthen one heel at a time. Staying really soft in the low back just to start out. So with the bent knees, we give the low back more space to open up rather than a focus on the hamstrings. Notice the lower ribs if they're popping out. Draw them together and in, lengthening across the front and the back body here. When you're ready, find stillness in the feet, and then bring the gaze forward to the hands and just check in with your alignment here. So if you notice the wrist creases, they should be parallel with the front edge of your mat. Hands are about shoulder width distance, and the weight is behind the first finger and the thumb. Bring your awareness to your armpits and get really long through the armpits. And for me, when I do this, it causes me to wrap my elbows in towards my center line. And this is going to strengthen the shoulder girdle as well. Take one more full, expansive breath in, coming all the way up onto the tippy toes. And then exhale, soften the heels down, maybe staying bent through the knees. Inhale into tippy toes. Exhale, soften the heels down. Last time, inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, soften. Inhale into tippy toes, and as we exhale, begin to walk the feet to the hands, taking really short, little tiny baby steps, focusing on the inhale and opening across the back body as you walk forward, eventually bringing the feet to the hands. Soften the back of the neck as we inhale, lengthen halfway, fingertips touch the earth, the shins or the thighs soft through the knees. Stay soft through the toes as we exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. If your feet are close together, heel toe them a little bit wider, making the balance really nice and easy here, so belly can drape between the thighs. Hands can stay on the floor or catch opposite elbows, either staying in stillness or using the breath to rock from left to right. The body's just going to sway from side to side naturally as you transfer weight from right foot to left foot. Bring an awareness to how the weight is distributed between your feet as you sway. If you're just staying still, notice where the weight is pausing in the feet. Are you more towards the toes or the heels? Beginning to think about what center feels like if you're swaying. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, release elbows if you've caught them. Feet can stay where they are. Root down through the pads of the feet and the heels, pressing the feet into the earth so you feel the glutes and the legs engage. Low belly engages slightly. Exhale here, soften through the neck. As we inhale, begin to roll up one vertebra at a time. Stacking knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips, and at the top we'll roll shoulders all the way up around the neck, back, and way down, lifting the heart, creating a big smile across the chest. Heel toe the feet either hip bones distance or with big toes touching. Notice if your tailbone's sticking way back. If it is, just drop it down, lengthening across the whole body. Arms come alongside, palms face forward, shoulders soften down. Find your single fixed gazing point, your drishti. Ujjayi breath is long and deep. On our next inhale, expand fingertips to the sky, gaze follows. Soft through the knees as we exhale, thumbs through heart center, forward fold, release all the way down. Flowing with breath, inhale to lengthen halfway, fingertips on the earth, the shins or the thighs, length through the spine. Gaze to the floor as we exhale, forward fold, plant palms, step back one foot, the other foot landing in high push-up. Inhale, glide forward onto tippy toes for our first variation of vinyasa. Exhale, we'll lower knees. Elbows brush the ribs as we lower the chest down and chin. Unhook the toes, glide the heart forward between shoulders, baby cobra. The shoulder heads are going to reach back, elbows are reaching back. As we exhale, come through hands and knees, hook toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Acknowledging that this is still really early in our practice, so if you need any movement in your downward facing dog or you're readjusting your alignment, feel free to do that anytime you need to. Last full expansive breath in, thinking length through the back body. Inhale, come onto tippy toes, this time rounding the upper spine forward, coming into top of a push-up. Full exhale is going to lift the hips first, sending them back towards the heels, downward facing dog. Warming up through the back body, inhale again. Round the body forward like a wave is rolling through you, coming into top of a push-up. Exhale, lift hips, downward facing dog. Last one, inhaling, wave the body forward. Pressing the heart up between the shoulder blades, arriving on top of a push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog, leading with hips, strong core. Rise up onto tippy toes, starting with the opposite foot, walk the feet to the hands. Pausing anywhere you need to, eventually arriving at the top of your mat. Use your full inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Split the feet hip bones distance wide. You can use your 2 fists to measure. Plant your right palm right underneath the face. Bend the right knee deeply. And inhale, lengthen left fingertips to the sky. Lengthening across the outer left hip. Beginning to bring a little bit of twisting to the low spine, opening up around the hips and the low back. Soft through the toes for one more lengthening. Inhale, soften shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, plant palms down. Soften through the back of the neck. Left palm comes beneath the face. Bend the left knee deeply. Inhale, reach right fingertips to the sky. Keep space around the shoulders, drawing them down towards the tailbone. Stay soft through the toes and the face for one more lengthening. Inhale. Exhale, release both palms to the floor. Feet stay at hip bones or bring big toes to touch. Press the feet down, this time with a flat back. Bring arms wide. Inhale. Strong core, soft knees. Rise all the way up. Fingers reach high. Exhale. Thumbs flow through heart center. Release down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant palms, stepping back with opposite foot first, arriving in high push-up. Using that same exhale, either lower through knees, chest, chin, or bend the elbows halfway only. Shoulders and elbows are in one line, chaturanga. Inhale, glide the heart forward, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths, maybe beginning to lengthen the heels towards the earth. Maybe beginning to straighten out through the knees. Deep Ujjayi breathing. Keep the shoulders softening towards the tailbone. Last deep inhale. As we exhale, gaze forward, either walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down through both feet, bring big toes to touch. Sit the knees low and inhale, rise up. Utkatasana. Pinky side edges of hands can wrap towards the center line, or you can bring elbows to bend like cactus arms, softening across the shoulders and the neck. Soften the tailbone down towards the floor, weight is in the heels. Gently tuck the chin to get nice and long through the back of the neck for one more full, expansive breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant palms, step or jump, high to low. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, hips high and wide, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lift right leg high. Beginning with big toes pointing towards the floor. Imagine your top foot is standing on a wall at the bottom edge of your mat, pressing that wall away, so you're really engaging through that leg. On your next inhale, bend the lifted knee, stack the hips, and drop your right heel behind you, opening across the right side body. Inhale, lift the knee. As we exhale, we're going to drop the knee into center, bringing the hips to point towards the floor. Inhale, roll the right knee all the way to the right, lifting it to the sky, coming into some big, giant hip circles. Exhaling, dropping the knee. Inhale to lift, dropping the heel behind you. Exhale to drop, last time. Inhale, lift. At the lift, pause, lengthen that top leg. And then exhale, step right foot all the way through to right thumb. Drop your back heel, rise up, hero one. Taking some time to find your alignment here. You can be in heel-to-heel alignment or heel-toe your right foot a little wider for a little bit more stability in the balance. Ground down through the outer edge of the back foot, feeling the entire back leg really engage all the way up into the glute. Pressing into the outer edge of that back foot, we'll begin to draw the left hip forward, plugging the right hip into the socket. One more lengthening inhale. Exhale, thumbs through heart, plant both palms down. Hook the back toes, step back, flowing through your version of vinyasa. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to expand the heart. And exhale to lift the hips back. Second side, inhale, left leg lifts, beginning with toe pointing towards the floor, pressing your left foot into an imaginary wall at the bottom edge of your mat. On your next exhale, bend the top knee, drop the top heel behind you, breathing into the whole left side of the body. Inhale, lift the knee even higher. And then as we exhale, drop the knee in towards center line, hips point towards the floor. Inhale, lift and stack. Exhale, rotating the knee to the floor. Inhale, lift and stack. Last time, exhale, lower the knee in towards center line. Lift the knee high. Lengthen through the top leg. And on the next exhale, step left foot to left thumb. Drop your back heel, inhale, rise up. Reconnect to your breath. Soften the outer edge of the back foot into the mat. Gently pressing that right hip forward as the left hip plugs into the socket. Soften down through the tailbone and the shoulders. Expand through the hands. Lift the crown of the head for one more expansive breath in. As we exhale, soften thumbs through heart center. Plant both palms down. Flow through your vinyasa. Full breath in. Full breath out. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale, come onto tippy toes. Bend the knees deeply. Engage low belly. Exhale, gaze forward. And float the feet to the hands if that's available. Inhale, lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Big toes touch, a little space in the heels, bend the knees, rise up, Utkatasana. Press the heels into the floor as we exhale, drop thumbs to heart. Find your left elbow. Twist to the right, hooking left elbow to right knee. Weight stays in the heels here, and this is just a gentle twist to start with. So stay soft in the elbow to knee, really not pushing or pressing yourself too much. Just softening the shoulders back, taking a mild twist through the belly button. Lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Big toes touch, bend the knees, rise up, Utkatasana, preparing for our second side. Exhale, thumbs to heart, right elbow to left knee. Palm presses into palm, thinking length through the spine. Crown of the head reaches forward as tailbone drops back. Both knees in one line. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Last full breath in. Feet press down. And then exhale, release the knees, forward fold. Heel toe your feet super wide. Big toes maybe even hanging off the edges of the mat with heels in. Preparing for malasana, inhale, lengthen halfway. As we exhale, drop the hips super low, bringing elbows to the insides of the thighs. If this isn't super accessible for you and you've got a block nearby, you can stack your block underneath your sits bones. You can just sit right down onto your block. Take one more full breath in, lengthen heart to thumbs. Press the knees away. As we exhale, plant palms, lift the hips. Heel toe feet back together. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Preparing to flow. If you're jumping back into your vinyasa, you want to land with your elbows bent. So we'll inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant palms, high to low. Inhaling, glide forward. Exhale, hips back. Lift right leg high, inhale. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. Drop the back heel, rise up, hero one. Exhale, bring arms wide, hero two. Hips and shoulders face the long side of the mat, and a good point of alignment is wrists over ankles. Ideally, front knees directly over front ankle or behind it. Tailbone is releasing down to the floor as the low belly draws up and in. Inhale, reach right fingertips all the way forward, flip the palm, and exhale, reverse your hero. Front knee stays exactly where you started. As we inhale, lengthen the front leg, coming into reverse triangle. One last full breath in. As we exhale, come through hero, arms, triangle, legs. Reach right fingertip all the way to the front of the room, gaze down. Right palm comes onto the shin, a block, or to the outside edge of that front shin. Expand left fingertips to the sky. Now notice what your feet are doing. Notice if your feet are active, and if they're not, actively press them down into the floor, especially behind the big toe of the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. Ideally, as we press into the outer foot, we can feel a little bit more of an opening in the low spine on the left side. Soften the shoulders down for one more full breath in. As we exhale, bend through the front knee, coming into side angle pose, staying here with fingers on the floor, or you can come up bringing elbow to front knee. If a bind is a part of your practice, you can work on either a half bind, bringing the right fingertips down to the inside of the shin, or a full bind, bringing fingers behind you, clasping hands. Wherever you are, one more full inhale. Exhale. If you've bound, release, expanding left palm to the sky. Exhale, everybody, both palms to the floor. Heel toe your right foot nice and wide, toes hang just slightly off the edge of the mat, both palms to the inside of that front foot. For a higher intensity lizard, you can keep your back knee lifted. For more of a rejuvenating deep hip stretch, we're going to drop the back knee down and unhook the toe. Palms on the floor may be just enough for you. If you need more opening in that hip, we're going to exhale to drop down onto the elbows or maybe a block if you need one. Breathe here. Continuing to create space around the hips. Continuing to create length in the body. Deepening the breath. Stay right here, or if you're folded down on elbows with knee on the floor, you're going to drop the right knee wide, plant down through the left palm or the left forearm, and bring your right palm to your right knee, creating a little traction, pressing that knee away from you. Stay soft through the shoulders. One more full, expansive breath in. Exhale, deepen the twist. Begin to release that front leg, Both palms come to the floor if you folded, lifting back up. Hook the back toe. Everybody, inhale, lift your right knee into your right armpit. Hugging your knee into the right arm, inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Full breath in. Again, step on that imaginary wall at the bottom of the mat. And exhale, release your foot to the floor. Inhale, top of a push-up. If you've got any challenges in the wrist, I recommend you either come onto a fist or all the way down onto a forearm. Coming into side plank, we're going to roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Press the left palm into the floor and inhale, right palm to the sky. Warming up the core, we're going to inhale, expand the right fingers to the sky. Both feet are active. As we exhale, sweep the right arm under, like someone's going to catch your hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Low belly draws in. Exhale, sweep the arm under and through. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, both palms to the floor, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop your back heel to the floor. Inhale, rise up. Settle in. Gracious hero one. Full breath here. As we exhale, peel open, arms wide, hero two. Draw the tailbone down. Think about this as a hip opener as well, so your inner thighs are rotating away from your center line. Outer edge of the back foot roots down is parallel with the back edge of your mat. Gaze is over front fingertips. Inhale. Reach left fingertips forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse your hero. Full breath in. Backhand is light. Exhale. As we inhale, lengthen through the front leg, pressing down through both feet, opening across the left side body. Inhale here. Exhale, come through center, long arms, lengthen front leg. Reach left fingertips all the way to the front of the room. Right hip is pointing back to the back edge of the mat. Exhale, fingertips to the shin, a block, or the back edge of your shin, fingertips all the way on the floor. Right palm reaches to the sky. Again, bring a deep awareness to the feet. If the feet are inactive, activate them by pressing down through the ball of the front foot, right behind the big toe. Pressing down through the outer edge of the back foot, opening up across the right side body and back body. Full breath in. Full breath out. Preparing for side angle, if you know a bind or a half bind is part of your practice, you'll bring your fingertips to the inside of your front leg. Bend through that front knee, either staying here, bringing elbow to front knee, pressing shoulders away, or preparing for a half bind by bending your front elbow, palm comes behind the back body. Maybe bending through the front arm, coming into your full bind. So if your elbow to knee, both hands are super activated, both feet continue to press deeply into the mat. If you're in a half bind or a full bind, think about leaning the body all the way back, bringing the body into one flat plane. One more full breath in. If you're bound, exhale, release the clasp. Inhale, right arm expands. Everybody, exhale, cartwheel both hands down, hook the back toe. Back knee might stay lifted if you're wanting to increase the intensity of this pose. Otherwise, you're going to heel toe your left foot wide, maybe bringing the back knee down, unhooking the toes. Soften the tailbone towards the back heel, lifting the heart between the shoulders. Stay here on palms or exhale down onto forearms. Ideally, in the beginning, your front foot is flat on the floor. Breathe here for a moment, and then eventually we'll allow that knee to fall open. Soften through the neck and the tongue. Where can you make this really easy? Even if you're in the high intensity pose with the back knee lifted, where can you soften and relax? If your knee is dropped and you're planning on peeling your left knee open, we'll press down through the right forearm or palm. Rock the weight over, bringing left palm to left knee. Opening the knee open, bringing the foot to the outer edge of the left foot. Soften the shoulders down. Breathe here. Expansive inhale. Exhale. Begin to release the knee if you're pressing it away. Replace both palms to the floor if you're down on forearms. Hook the back toe, lifting the knee. Inhale, hug the left knee into the left bicep. Engaging through the core. Really pressing the floor away with the palms, lift the knee more. And then exhale, expand left leg high, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Plant both feet on the floor. Inhale, top of a push-up. As we exhale, roll over onto the edge of the right foot. Feet can be stacked or left heel can be in front of right toes. Expand left fingers to the sky. As we exhale, draw the left palm underneath you between the right palm and the right foot, reaching through. Inhale, expand. Exhale, reach. Strong core, inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Full, deep, expansive breath in, both palms, or left palm lifts. Exhale, both palms to the sky. Either flow through your vinyasa or make your way straight to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're going to make our way to Malasana. You can either walk the feet forward, bringing them to the outsides of the hands, or you can jump there by bending the knees deeply. Exhale, engage the core. Gaze forward. Flip the feet to the front. Drop the hips low, placing your block underneath you if you prefer that. Elbows come to the insides of the thighs. Palm to palm, thumbs to heart. Breathe a whole lot, thinking about lengthening the spine. Full breath in. Full breath out. Plant the palms on the floor. Inhale, lengthen the legs high. Lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, heel toeing the feet together. Root down through both feet as we inhale, arms come wide, lift and lengthen, fingertips reach high. Exhale, thumbs come to heart. Preparing for a couple of balancing poses. If you're on a really squishy mat or a squishy surface, I recommend coming onto a more firm surface. Left palm's going to come to our left hip, and we're going to pour all the weight into our left standing foot. As we inhale, draw right knee in towards the chest, hugging it in with the palm. Soften the shoulders down. You'll either stay right here, hugging the knee in, or if it's available, you can reach down, catching onto the outer edge of the right foot, or slide your peace fingers between your big toe and your second toe. Before going anywhere else, reestablish your long spine, drawing in through the front body, lengthening through the back body. Inhale here. As we exhale, maybe begin to extend the front leg long. Front knee can stay partway bent if you need. Utthita Asta Padangusthasana. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, external rotation of the upper leg, opening the leg wide. Either stay here or expand the left arm wide to the side of you, maybe tracking the gaze over that left thumb. And your next inhale, everybody come back to center. As we exhale, keeping the foot in, we're going to draw the right foot to the inner right thigh. If it's available, you're looking for a deeper version of Vrikshasana tree pose, you can come into half lotus. If you're looking for a less intense pose, you can have your foot on the shin or even toes all the way on the floor. Wherever you go, get sturdy and steady, engaging through the core, palm to palm, with the heart center. Full breath in, full breath out. If you've got your foot to thigh, for increased balance and increased core engagement, press the foot and the thigh deeply into one another. So getting really active through the legs and the feet. One more full breath in. Exhale, release both feet to the floor. Preparing for our second side, pour all the way into the right standing foot. From here, we'll inhale left knee into the palm. Notice your super tall spine. Either stay right here or reach left palm down, catching onto the outer foot or hooking the toes. Again, reestablish your long spine. Inhale. And exhale, maybe begin to lengthen the leg. Left shoulder stays plugged into the shoulder socket. Crown of the head lifts while inhale. Exhale, leg or knee comes wide. Stay strong through your standing leg. Gaze maybe tracks over as the right arm expands wide. Full breath in. Full breath out, soft through the jaw. Inhaling back to center. Finding your version of Vrikshasana. Toes on the floor, foot on the shin, foot on the thigh, or maybe even playing with half lotus pose. Soften the tailbone down wherever you go, palm to palm, thumbs to heart center. Find your fixed gazing point, your drishti. Soft through the jaw and the face. Strong through the core for one more inhale. As we exhale, slowly release both feet to the floor. Preparing to flow, step to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Inhale, lengthen fingers. Exhale, thumbs through heart, forward fold, release down. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine, soft knees. Exhale, plant palms, walk or float. Flow through your vinyasa, high to low or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, reach heart forward, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing dog. Come onto the knees, cross at the ankles, and bring the feet in front of you. Coming into Baddha Konasana, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, catching onto the ankles, or bringing the thumbs to the insides of the feet, opening them up like a book. So here we're just working on some more hip opening, making our way to an arm balance in a couple of poses. So we really want to open up through the hips here. Soften through the shoulders. We're going to inhale to lengthen the spine. Your feet can be really close to your pubic bone, or they can be farther away, wherever feels best for you right now. As we exhale, begin to draw the body forward, lengthening over the legs. Depending on where your arms are, you may press your elbows into the knees, widening through the diamond of the legs. Stay soft through the shoulders and long through the breath. Full inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Last lengthening breath in. Exhale, fold more. And inhale, rise all the way up. Expand left leg long, toes point towards the floor. Right foot's going to be on the floor with knee pointing towards the sky, and draw the heel as close into your sits bones as possible. Coming into Marichyasana, we're going to bring both palms to the inside of that front knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As we exhale, reach forward. Ideally, both sits bones stay on the floor. Right thumb rotates to the floor, palm faces away from you, and then we're going to swim the right arm back so that the back of the hand is on the back of the low spine on the right side. Swim the left palm back. Maybe hooking fingers, catching onto clothing, or eventually right palm will catch onto the left wrist. Inhale, lift and lengthen, bringing gaze forward, softening the shoulders back. As we exhale, fold the body forward, bringing the forehead down towards the knee. Soften where you can and breathe more. Preparing to come out, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, release the bind if you've got it. Release the right knee wide so the foot comes to the inner thigh. Janushirasana, inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, align sternum with knee, folding forward over the lengthened left leg. So your palms might be on your thigh or your shin. Maybe you can catch onto the feet. Wherever you go, it doesn't matter how far you're folding. The more important thing is that you're lengthening across the back of the spine. Lengthening across the back of the leg, staying activated through your extended leg. Gently tuck the chin in, gazing down, lengthening across the back of the neck as well. Soften the shoulders and the jaw. One more lengthening breath, inhale. Exhale, fold more if it's physically available. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Switching sides, extend right leg long. Left foot comes flat to the floor, knee points to the sky. Drawing that left heel as close to your sits bones as possible. Find a nice long spine here. Both arms come to the inside of that left knee. Strong core, inhale, lift the spine long. As we exhale, reach forward like you're trying to catch someone else's hands that is reaching towards you from the opposite side. Swim the left arm around and behind you, back of the left palm to the back of the left side of the body. Right arm swims around, maybe catching clothing, hooking fingers, or eventually left palm clasps the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze forward, activate through the extended leg and foot. As we exhale, begin to hinge the body forward, drawing forehead towards the knee. Feel both sits bones rooting into the floor. Breathe more. Wrap the shoulders back and away from the ears. One more full expansive breath. Exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, release any clasp that you have. Drop the left knee wide, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine, expand fingertips to the sky. As we exhale, hinge the body forward, catching the hands where you can, thinking length rather than depth. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. And feel free to keep that flow with all your breaths. You don't necessarily have to stay static here. If flowing, inhaling to lift and lengthen, and exhaling to fold, if that feels better for you, you can always flow with the breath. Soften the jaw, and just be where you are. You don't need to be folding more deeply. You look exactly the way you are meant to look in this pose right now. Listening to the body, letting go of any thoughts that are not serving you right now. On the next inhale, begin to rise all the way up. Preparing for astavakrasana, we are going to Let me think about the best way to get into this. So we are going to bring the right leg as far over the shoulder as possible. So your left leg can be long exactly where we left it. If it feels better to bring the left heel in towards the sits bones, you can do that as well. So your leg doesn't have to be all the way over the shoulder. Eventually, it's just going to hook over your bicep, like this. From here, once I've got my leg hooked as far as it can go, I'm going to plant both of my palms, one palm to the inside between my two knees, and my left palm to the outside of my left thigh. From here, I'm going to rock my weight forward, and maybe this is where you stay. So the core warm-up that we did before, this is where that core warm-up is going to come into play. Thinking about the outside abdominals, your obliques really drawing up and in. Low belly drawing up and in, thinking about lifting your hips. If you're continuing forward, I'm going to rock my weight into my palms, taking my left ankle over my right ankle. And again, maybe this is where you stay. Or I'm going to begin to rotate rock my weight forward, extending my legs. Gaze comes to the floor for 3. Press evenly into the palms, engage the abs for 2. Full breath in, press down, and then exhale, working on coming back the same way you came in. Take a big cleansing breath, roll out the legs, roll out the wrists, and then we'll prepare for the second side. So here my right leg will extend, or right heel can draw in towards the sits bones, whichever you prefer. I'm going to draw my left knee in towards my shoulder, and then try to tuck my left shoulder as far underneath that leg as possible. So eventually, if I have my arm wide, my leg can just kind of hang out here. Hopefully this looks as effortless as I want it to, but it isn't. So just prepare to really be working through the core, working through the arms and the abdominals. From here, I'm going to plant my left palm between my heel and my left knee. My right palm's going to come to the outside of my right knee. I'm going to begin to rock my weight forward here, and maybe this is where I stay, just feeling the abdominals engage. Or I'm going to lift my right knee, clasp my ankles, and then rock my weight forward, lengthening both legs, squeezing my arm between my thighs. Breathe here, pressing the floor away for 3. For 2. Last full expansive breath in. Exhaling, come back to center. Good work. Lengthen both legs, give them a shake. Lift the heart. And maybe roll out the wrists. From here, scoot your hips to the center of the mat, plant both feet. Catch on to the backs of the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. And as we exhale, roll all the way down onto the back. From here, take the right ankle, cross it over the left knee. Either stay here, if this is already feeling like an opening, pressing the right knee gently away, or draw the left knee in towards the body. Coming into a reclining pigeon, you can catch onto the back of the left thigh, or reach the arms all the way through, catching onto the front of the left shin. Stay flexed through both feet. As we draw the left knee in, we'll gently press that right knee away. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath here. As we exhale, release the knee. Don't put the left foot all the way on the floor yet. From here, bring the arms into a T, and then drop the left knee and the right foot all the way to the left, coming into a gentle twist. So you've got a couple options here. One is that the foot and the leg are both resting on the floor, and this is more rejuvenating and not quite as active. Your second option is to lift the right foot just like an inch or a couple of centimeters off the floor. From here, I'm going to draw my left knee isometrically in towards my body, so it's not actually moving, it's just like pressing into my right foot. As I do that, I'm resisting with my right knee, pressing it away, making this more of an active hip opener as we have a gentle twist. Soften through the shoulders and the jaw. One more full breath in. Full breath out wherever you are. Inhale, all come back to center. Slide the right leg all the way over. Bring both feet in, clasping onto the tops of the feet with the palms. Lift the feet to the sky, and then as we exhale, draw the feet towards the body. Continue to unroll the tailbone down towards the floor. Stay soft through the shoulders. Reclining Gomukhasana. Full breath in. Exhale, gently release the feet. Unfurl the legs. Bringing both feet to the floor. If you want, you can heel to the feet really wide to the edges of the mat. And just windshield wiper the legs from one side to the other. Preparing for the second side. Root down through the right heel. Bring the left ankle to the right knee. Draw the right knee into the chest, clasping where is most appropriate for you. Same sort of resistance as we just found in our gentle twist there. So we're going to draw the right knee in and then press the left knee away. This is really this resistance of pulling in and pushing out that's giving us our hip opener. Stay soft through the shoulders, long through the back body. Active through the feet. Inhale. Exhale, draw in more. Release the palms, the front knee comes to center, and as we exhale, drop the hips to the right. And then you'll find your own variation of this. So foot and leg can both be relaxed on the floor. Or you can lift the left foot gently off the floor like an inch or a couple of centimeters, drawing the right knee in towards the body, and then pressing that left knee away. A very similar action to our reclining pigeon. Stay soft through the shoulders, releasing any inclination to use them as leverage. One more full breath in, full breath out. As we inhale, come back to center. Slide the shin all the way across, coming into reclined Gomukhasana. Palms come to the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift feet to the sky. And then exhale, draw the elbows in, bringing the feet closer to the body. Inhale. Exhale. Last deep breath in. And as we exhale, gently release the feet. Unclasp the legs. Heel toeing the feet nice and wide, maybe windshield wiping the legs from side to side. Expand both legs to the sky like you're the letter L. Gently lift the hips and slide the palms underneath your low back, palms face down. Elbows slightly bent. If you need to, you can bend the knees slightly here. Inhale, lift the feet to the sky. As we exhale, lower them 30 degrees, pressing the balls of the feet forward. Exhale, low belly draws down into the floor. Inhale, expand the feet forward. Exhale, drop 30 degrees more. Inhale. Exhale, low belly into the floor. Inhale, press feet forward. Exhale, lower 30 degrees more. Heels are just hovering off the floor now. Exhale, low belly into the earth. Maybe lift the shoulders and the head, gazing towards the toes as you inhale, press the balls of the feet forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale, release forehead and shoulders down, slowly bringing feet to the sky. One more time, inhale, lengthen balls of the feet to the sky. Exhale, lower 30 degrees. Low belly draws down into the floor, no space behind the low spine. Inhale, press the balls of the feet forward. Exhale, lower 30 degrees more. Low back seals to the earth. Inhale, press the balls of the feet forward. Exhale, lower more. Maybe now heels are just hovering off the floor. Low belly roots into the earth, balls of the feet press forward. Feel the side bodies get long for one more breath in. Soften the shoulders, exhale, stay. Inhale, slowly using the full breath in, lift up. Drop head and shoulders down, hug the knees in. Squeeze the knees all the way into the chest. Maybe lifting the crown of the head, giving the knees a kiss. Take one more full breath in, squeeze everything into your center line. Squeeze more, squeeze through the face, squeeze through the feet and the hands. And as we exhale, release everything down to the floor. Heels come wide. Palms come alongside the body. Some space between the upturned palms and the torso. Softening the breath. Softening the eyes. Letting go of all the work. Bringing nothing to your mat right now but gratitude and space. Soften through the toes and the feet. Soften through the shins and the knees and the thighs. Soften through the hips and the low belly and the low spine. Soften through the middle back and the ribs. Soften through the upper spine and the chest. Feel the shoulders release down. Upper arms, elbows, forearms, and wrists are completely relaxed as the fingers curl in naturally towards the palms. Soften through the back of the neck and the throat. Soften through the jaw and the tongue and the skin on the face. Soften through the eyes and soften through the entire skull. Know that there is nothing to change. There is nothing to fix. Everything is exactly as it should be, and you are perfect exactly as you are. Giving yourself permission to rest here in Shavasana, observing all of the physical and mental benefits of your practice this morning. We'll rest here for 2 to 3 minutes together. After that, you're welcome to stay or I'll bring you out. to deepen your breathing. Bring small movements to the fingers and the toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And when you're ready, draw the knees gently in towards the chest, giving them a loving squeeze. Roll over onto one side using the bottom arm as a pillow, with eyes still closed. And when you're ready, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Feel the sits bones ground down. Feel the spine lengthen as the crown of the head reaches high. Palms come together with thumbs at heart center. And we'll close our practice with one unifying Om. Exhale all the air out. Inhale deeply. Bring your thumbs to your third eye point between the eyebrows. The divine light in me greets and acknowledges the divine light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope that you enjoyed your practice and have a great rest of your day.